Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the virtual discussion about the new CDS services. I'm Hemal Veerasinghe, act as a moderator for the today's session. As you know, today's topic is about the eConnect. eConnect is the platform work as a one-stop shop to provide your CDS services in a convenient and secured manner. This is the main access point to the CDS and which can be accessed anywhere from the world. Let me introduce analyst for the today's session, Mr. Nalin Fonseca, Head of CDS, and Nadira Tukorala, Deputy Head of CDS, and Vindhya Kolambage, Senior Assistant Manager, and Anuraj Vikramasinghe, Senior Executive, joined with us. First, I would like to invite Mr. Nalin Fonseca to give a brief introduction about the CDS eConnect.
Thank you, Hemal. Good afternoon to everyone. I think Hemal shared the plans, the agenda. Subject matter is eConnect. So I hope that all aware of this and all basically you all have gone through some experience because this is not something new to our industry. We basically felt that, as Hemal explained, need of a online solution extensively some years back, mainly due to the COVID, where account holders wanted to contact us. They wanted their information relating to their portfolios, etc., and they were trying to get through to brokers, etc., for information. We saw that account holders were going through a lot of difficulties. Even we were not happy to share information over the phone. So thereafter we were just thinking how we can cater to all the, which basically a development plan to brought this into a very high level where all can access. So basically we have done that. I don't want to take time, but let's see. Then going into detail level operation, which the team will done soon. This is how we see the future of the deposit. This is how we see the future of the stakeholders of the market. So you all don't have any worry because we have the system, the initiative being launched. Only thing is the brokers need to promote this to their customers, and the customers must take immediate steps to subscribe for the solution and obtain the registration for the eConnect, or in other words, it's e-portal. So your life is going to be easy for the future. Say you, as I mentioned, our plan to increase the accessibility. Key other thing that we were concentrating, which we wanted to offer through this solution. So I don't want to take any more time on this matter. Let's go to the agenda, and that's all from me. We will just I'll hand over this to the team to commence the awareness. Thanks, Hemal.
Thank you, Nalin. Now I move to the Nadira, Deputy Head of CDS. Nadira, could you please explain why CSE eConnect is so important for our stakeholders, especially for the investors? Additionally, could you share your insight on the future of this seamless platform?
Yeah, I think Nalin explained that in his initial introductory comment that this will make the life easier. This will make life more convenient for our CDS account holders, stock market investors, because what we wanted to do was, I think Nalin also mentioned this, if you look back 10 years ago, an investor coming to the stock market, first that investor has to fill forms, which we have now moved away with. We are not now doing any physical documentation. It's all through the CSE app. So it's a online account opening, and after opening the account, for the account maintenance purposes, we call, if there is a profile update they require, if there is a, let's say for an example, if they want to change their address, they want to change their bank details, bank account number, anything, they have to fill forms, they have to send letters to CDS through the registered stockbroker firm. So that used to be the life. I mean, you don't know when you send the request, when your request is made, when your request is fulfilled. So that was the status. So if you want to get things done, then you have to do it physically. Now here it's a central hub. We have made this CDS eConnect like you have to imagine it like a central hub where it's like a one-stop shop where you come after you opening the account, or if you have an existing account, you just can register to this, and you have so many CDS services. I mean, almost all CDS services here. I mean, it will be explained later during this session, where any stakeholder, not only the investors, the margin providers, right? Then the custodian banks, wealth managers, fund managers, they can also connect with this. And once you connect, you have so many CDS services available here. So the importance that if you look at the future, we have already started these EIPOs. We have started giving dividends. We have we have plans to implement e-rights and offers repurchases through online platforms. So if you get registered here, you will have the access to all these services. So this is a very important session where we will explain the advantages and benefits you will have with the CDS eConnect. So the future is unlimited, I would say, because all other services also will be linked. Whatever the services you receive currently will be linked to the CDS eConnect, from from applying to an EIPO to subscribing to rights, all other things, nominations already in there. So all other corporate actions will be linked to this. So that's the future in summary. So I will hand over the proceedings to Hemal.
That means, Nadira, the eConnect is the future. That if a shareholder or our stakeholder wants to get services from the CDS, that they should have a eConnect facility in the future.
Facility, and wherever you are in the world, I think those days you have to call your stockbroker, or stockbroker also have to take so many calls. So here, wherever the investor visits, wherever they go in, wherever they travel, wherever they live, they can just click of a button, just log into CDS eConnect and look at their CDS accounts.
Thank you. Before we move to our detailed presentation about the CDS eConnect, I turn to the Vindhya. Vindhya, could you please explain how shareholders can access the eConnect facility? Additionally, can you explain the type of services available in eConnect platform for corporate actions such as dividends, right issues, and especially for the IPOs?
So, Hemal, when it comes to shareholders, we cater to two types through the eConnect. One is individual shareholders, other is institutional shareholders. So for individual CDS account holders, they can access CDS eConnect through the CSE mobile app. So later in our presentation, we will show step by step how to access it. And for institutional users, we have a web portal where through the CDS website, they can do a prior registration, sending certain set of documents to CDS, and we will do a registration. And after the registration, the institutional users will be able to access eConnect through the website. So those are the two main platforms we have where the CDS account holders can access eConnect. And when it comes to corporate actions, we have already implemented IPO applications through CDS eConnect. So as a first phase, we have already introduced eIPO for individual account holders, both local and foreign. And for institutional account holders, when the next IPO comes into the market, they will also be able to apply for eIPOs by using the CDS eConnect. And I have to also specifically mention that doing payments for IPOs was a problem when we first digitalized the process. So we have integrated HelaPay into the CDS eConnect app, and we have enabled the account holders to apply for IPOs using that payment platform. And if you have seen recently, we did a press release where we have connected with Lanka Pay to have a unified payment platform. So it would be a seamless payment for IPO applications.
It's a quite interesting, I think, for our investors.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit more about that new facility, new project, ongoing project with the Lanka Pay?
So the project we are trying to go ahead with this live from next year beginning onwards. So what will happen is right now the applicants has to pay directly to the IPO bank account and then attach a payment proof, or else when it comes to the other payment platform we have integrated, there's a limitation issue, the rupee value.
Yeah.
But here we have increased the limit, and we have enabled
Up to
10 million.
10 million.
Yes,
Right.
up to 10 million. Using this option, they can pay directly. The value will be going to the IPO account. What happens is through the CDS eConnect, they can initiate the application process. And when they submit the application, they will get a reference number. They have to log into their individual banking applications or internet banking portals. And from the drop down, there will be an option to select CDS payments. Under CDS payments, there will be an option for IPO applications. And by selecting it and just entering that reference number, the payment could be completed. So it is convenient and secure.
Yeah.
Very secure. And when it comes to reconciliations, it's very easy for the issuers and the registrars who are handling the IPO issue. So after the allotment process, the refunds could be made faster and more efficiently. So basically, we are making the whole IPO process more efficient and convenient for all the involved parties through CDS eConnect. And also we have plans to implement e-offers and e-repurchases most probably within the next month. So any CDS account holder who is registered to CDS eConnect, individual and institutional users can log into their CDS eConnect account and select the relevant repurchase offer or exit offer, mandatory, voluntary, any offer, and then the entitled amount that they are supposed to offer and any additional offer details will be visible to them. So there's no need of offer documents going up and down anymore. The whole process would be more convenient, cost effective for issuers, and also when it comes to completing the whole process, the time taken would be shortened considerably. And also we have plans for, as Nadira mentioned, e-rights implementation. So that we have plans for the first quarter of next year. Those are the plans.
Thank you, Vinda. Thank you. Now we will move to the detailed presentation about the CDS eConnect. One more thing I need to notify to you. If you have any questions, you can use the raise hand option, right? Then we will allow you to speak. You can ask any question during the presentations also. And after the presentation also, we have a session for the question and answer. Anuraj, over to you.
Thank you, Hemal. So good afternoon, everyone. So before we start the session, we have prepared a small video for you all. So where you can get a clear and sum up idea about how the CDS eConnect works and what are the features we are giving through CDS eConnect.
Want an easier way to manage your CDS account? Want to be up to date on all your share balances and transactions? CDS eConnect makes it simple. Joining the ranks of international depositories, CDS presents CDS eConnect, the latest digital platform created for CDS account holders that helps keep investors up to date with real-time notifications. It is as simple as pressing a button to gain access to the CDS eConnect. View your detailed CDS account information through My Profile section and check your name, correspondence address, bank account details, contact numbers, NIC or passport details, and tax identification number. You can also update your profile information, including all relevant documents, through the Update Profile tab. By accessing the Transfer My Securities tab, CDS eConnect allows you to make intra-account transfer requests online. To transfer the securities safely and conveniently, simply choose your transfer type, the accounts to and from which you wish to transfer the securities. CDS eConnect gives you the ability to check your balances through the My Balance tab by selecting your account. Check the history of your share transactions by selecting the Transactions History tab and specifying the transaction type up to 180 days. You can also check your trade history through CDS eConnect. It's much easier to access your monthly statements for the past 6 months quickly and conveniently. CDS eConnect, your account at your fingertips. Download now and start trading. Colombo Stock Exchange. Join us to create wealth and value.
Thank you. So, as you already know, the main objective of today's session is to give you an overall and in-depth idea about how to change your basic information or the your profile information through the CDS eConnect. We call it as master file changes. So before that, I thought it will be useful to you explain you in quick and a quick way about how to get registered with the CDS eConnect. So in order to register the CDS eConnect, you have to download the CSE mobile app to App Store and Play Store. And once you download the CSE mobile app, there's a button called Our Services. And you have to click that. And once you click the Our Services, there will a menu will be open like this. Here also we are enable few services to you. You can open a CDS account and then CDS eConnect, and you can also apply for IPOs, etc. So in this case, in order to get registered with the CDS eConnect, if you have already registered your email and mobile number with our CDS system, then you can easily log into a CDS eConnect. You don't have to fill in application or provide any other information to us. So that means if you open your account through the CSE mobile app using this open an account function, you don't automatically you will get access to the CDS eConnect. So if any case your mobile number and your email address is not registered with us, that means you have a bit older CDS account where you open your CDS account manually or sending us a physical documents. Most probably your email address and mobile number is not registered with our system. In that case, you have to fill that small application available in this mobile app itself, and by doing that, you can easily access to the CDS eConnect. So in that case, you have to click the CDS eConnect button, and then you will lead to a small and very straightforward application similar to this. So in here, we are asking few details like your CDS account number and who is your broker. In this case, most of the time you might have multiple CDS accounts with multiple stockbrokers. So in that case, you are free to select any one of the stockbroker you prefer. So you don't have to select all the brokers your account you have with, but you can select a one broker and then you can fill up the application and go proceed. So the important thing is when filling this application, we are asking your mobile number and your email address. So in that case, you have to careful that you have to enter the mobile number and email address you are giving to us when you open your CDS account. So it's an important thing you have to keep in your mind. And next, you have to upload your selfie photograph and a front and back view of your NIC. In this situation also, you have to be mindful that upload a very professional and very clear image of selfie image of you, and the NIC images you upload have to be very clear, and we have to able to read all the information available in the NIC. So those things you have to keep that in mind when filling this application. Once you fill all this information, there's a button called submit. So then you have to click the submit button. So let me explain the process how this CDS Econ registration take place. So once you click the submit button and finish up the application, this automatically through our system, it will link to the selected broker by yourself. So then through the system itself, it will notify to the relevant stock broker, and then the broker has to go through the application you submit, and from broker's end, they have to approve the application. So they are consent to eConnect registration. So once they approve the application for eConnect registration, then you will have the access to CDS eConnect. So in here, as an investor, as an individual investor, you don't have to notify your broker or do any such a thing. Automatically through the system, very conveniently, all the relevant parties are connected. So the only thing you have to do is you have to fill up the application and select the preferred broker of your choice, and then click submit, and automatically your broker will review the application, and they will give their approval to access AVS eConnect. So once the CDS, the broker will give the access, the approval to in order to log into the CDS eConnect, then your window will be similar to like this. So earlier one, there was no any name mentioned here, but once you register, fill the application and your broker approved it, the name you given to us will be displayed here, and then you can see you have access to the CDS eConnect. So in here also you have to open the CSC mobile app, then click our services, and then you have to click the CDS eConnect button. So then next it will lead to our main menu. So this is the main menu of the CDS eConnect. So you can see from CDS eConnect, we are giving so many of services to you all, like explained by Nadir and India. So today we are specifically going to talk about in more detail how to change or how to update your profile. So basically how to update the information you are giving to us when the time you opening your CDS account. Due to many various reasons, many valid reasonable reasons, you might need to change your information like your name, address, or bank information, emails, or whatever the information you can do using this app, the CDC kind of facility easily. Earlier, it was used to download application and get filled it, put a signature and contact your broker or the investment advisor, give the application to them. They will do the check-in and initial reviewing of the application. Then they will put their signature and they will have to send the application to CDS. So earlier it was used to take good 3 or 4 working days, but now very conveniently, very easily, with a very short amount of time, you can do any changes you wish. So this is the main menu. So that's in here. You have if anybody wants to change any information, his personal information, the only thing he has to do is select the update profile icon. So next, then once he click the update profile icon, he will lead to a similar screen in the top. So in your left hand side, you can see there's a drop down menu. From that menu, you can select what type of information you want to change. For the time being, we are allowing you to change 7 type of information: your name, address, bank account number, contact numbers, email, NICO details, and you can update your tax identification number. So you have to select the what type of information you want to change. In here, the right-hand side, it says you have to select your preferred broker. So as an example, one person might have only one CDS account with a one broker. Then there's no issue that only one stockbroker will appear in this drop-down menu, and that person can select it. But if any case, as example, investor might have multiple accounts with multiple stockbrokers. Then through this drop-down menu, all the brokers he or she has account with will be displayed. So out of that drop-down menu, the person has to select only one broker he prefer. It is his or her choice. So once that person select his preferred broker, the system will automatically connect that person and the stockbroker. So once the investor changes information, that selected broker will do the changes the investor request, and automatically the whole account with the other brokers will also get changed. So the investor does not have to inform to the other person individually.
Anurag, that means the shareholder doesn't want to go to the each and every CDS account, and if he read the change in the one CDS account, automatically it updated with the other CDS account.
Exactly. Automatically it will update it in all the CDS account that investor have. So in the drop-down menu, the investor has select only one stockbroker he preferred. So next we will talk about in more detail how to update the profile. The first thing is name change. So once the investor select the name from the drop-down menu, it will and the preferred broker. So the application will be similar to like this. So in here, you can see there's the two squares we have given to you available in the eConnect. So in the top square, it shows the existing information of the investor. So what the investor has filled and given to us when the time he or she opened the account. So if in the bottom square, the person has to enter what he needs to change. As an example, in this initial information, the top square, it says initial is MCB. So let's say it shows it is the initial that investor has given to us when he opened the account. So let's say he needs to change it to MBC. The only thing the investor has to do is in the bottom square. In the bottom square, he has to type as MBC. It's as simple as that. So like that, you have to fill all the other boxes name denoted by the initials and surname. So in every information, the top square will indicate the existing information the investor has used to open an account. So in here also, the other important thing is proof doc or the supporting documents. So in order to validate your request, the change request, we need a set of supporting documents. So it might get differed based on the request. So in as an like if you want to change your name and proof a copy of NIC or copy of birth certificate or other valid document, you can upload here. So the only thing you have to do is if it is your ID, you have to select this capture image button, and then automatically your camera of your phone will be open, and you have to get a clear picture of your NIC or any other documents. So there we are allowing you to take photographs of two images, and if you have any other documents to upload where you believe it will be important, you can upload to the system by select upload document button. So in here also you have to be careful that the documents or the photos you are uploading should be we should be able to read it, because you have to always think that a third party person or system will read this. So because of that reason, you have to make sure that the images for the document is very clear. So no any other unnecessary words or photographs or whatever thing shouldn't be there. All the information available in a document or the image should we have to we have to able to read very carefully. So once you done that, that's a declaration part. You can read and understand easily. So it's not a big complicated thing. And once you okay with this, you have to click change my personal details button. It's the only thing you have to do. Then, as I explained you earlier, then it will automatically go to your broker you have selected. Then the broker do the initial check-in, and they will check all the. Basically, they will do the KYC part, we call it. So they will check all the supporting document, and they will check the capture images, and it will compare with the information you have typed. And if everything is okay, they will authorize it from their end. So once they have give their authorization from their end, then automatically through system, this will come to our CDS system. So once it comes to our end, we can immediately update in our database. So once we update our database, automatically you will be receiving an email that your change request or whatever thing you request to update have updated in CDS system. So it's a very simple process you have to do.
Anuraj, how long will it take to complete this process?
It depends on the information provided by the investor. If everything is clear and all the information are accurate,
Yeah.
normally it doesn't take more than one working note. Maximum within the day we can process it. So it's totally up to the investor to provide a clear and accurate information, and all the supporting documents need to be in line with our requirements.
I want to add, it's a very simple process. Once you install the app and start using it, you will feel it, you will get a feel of it. Like it's very simple process. I think when you explain it, you may not get the right view of it, but once you install it and do it, when you will see that it's very simple. A few steps you have to follow rather than going through a physical documentation.
Thank you, Nadi. So the next thing is updating correspondent address. Basically, it's the same process we are maintaining. So the one by one you have to update. So in the top square, it will show the existing information, and the bottom square you have to type the relevant information. So basically the same process. You have to select your preferred broker and update it. So the important thing is the supporting document part. In here, Nadir and Emal, we have seen some practical issues where sometimes a person still lives with his parents or with his relatives. So in that case, in order to support his claim as a supporting document, he or she can upload a document like birth certificate where both his name and his parents' name is included in the same document. So still we can accept it. So there's no issue that. Another thing is if a person is living in a rent house or a temporary basis, so in that case, we also can update information, but in that case, he has to produce a letter taken from the landlord. The letter should come from the investor. It should be come directly from the landlord, mentioning that this particular person live in this address.
That means there should be a acceptable proof document.
Yeah, acceptable proof document should have to be presented along with the request. So once you can do it then by selecting upload documents and capture images. So after everything is okay, then you have to click change my address detail. Once again, the same process will continue. It will go to your broker and they will check all the supporting documents and information. They will compare the information they have entered and against the supporting documents. If all the information are right, they will give their approval and they will send it to us, and then we will update our database. So the next thing is the bank account number. The bank will you get your dividends are disposed. So in here also you have the same thing, the same pattern continues. You have to select the relevant bank.
Anuraj, I'll disturb you. Vinda, I want to know the importance of this bank account details. Right?
Hemal, when it comes to corporate actions, especially cash dividend payments, as Nadira mentioned, we have initiated the e-dividend payment some time back. So what happens is, according to the rules, also CSE rules, if you have updated your correct bank account details, you will receive the cash dividend payment within 3 market days of the record date. So to get that benefit, you have to have the bank information updated correctly. Because when it comes to the check payment, it takes a longer time to reach you. And also there are inefficiencies like you may lose it, postal delays. So this is very important to have your bank account updated to get the cash dividend. And also when it comes to other corporate actions, also having this could be an advantage when we go ahead with certain developments in the future for eConnect.
Yeah, thank you. Anuraj.
Thank you, Hemal and Vidya. So once again, the same thing continues here. You have to see the first square box that it will show the existing information. In the bottom, you have to update your information. And in here, we have given you a drop-down list. From that, you can select whatever your preferred bank, and you can type in the drop-down menu. You can select the branch, and in here, you have to write complete carefully the account number, because like Vindhya said, your bank account number is a very important factor when you are investing in capital markets. So in here also you have to upload the supporting documents. Here also you have to keep that in your mind. In your supporting documents, in here you have to upload a photograph of your bank account. It can be a passbook or a e-statement or a confirmation letter or get from the bank. But in here you have to make sure that in the photograph it will clearly show the full name of the bank, your full name, account number, and the branch name. So definitely those 4 information should be clearly visible in the supporting document. So we seen that the most of the time is because the supporting inaccuracies in the supporting documents is the main reason where this process get delayed. So not because the client or investor filled the information incorrectly, but because of the supporting documents are not up to the standard, because the brokers are supposed to check it, and we are also doing some random checks, and because of the reason that is why this processes get delayed and stuck in between. So you have to keep that in your mind. One more time I'm saying this because really important, because always your supporting documents and other images you capture should be clear and visible and readable to others. So in here also you have to click the change my bank details, and the process will follow the same thing. So the next thing is contact number. So this is another important thing, because right now we are sending SMS alert to your mobile numbers or registered mobile number. So you have to have a very updated mobile number you have to give here. So it's also a very important thing. Other thing is when you like mentioned in this section, once you request and your request to update your mobile number, the very next time you are logging to the CDS eConnect facility, you have to keep that in your mind to use that new mobile number. Use that new mobile number to log into the system, because earlier you used another number, then you are requested to update the system to a new number. So because of the reason you cannot log into the system CDS eConnect in your mobile app using the old number. So if anybody made a request to change his mobile number, the very next time when he log into the CSE mobile, he connect through his mobile phone, he has to enter the new or the updated mobile number. So he has to fill all the information here and he can change click the change my contact details number. The same thing here, the email address also he has to fill all the information requested, and the same factor the since we are using the email address to identify the client in eConnect facility. The very first time he log into the eConnect in his using his mobile phone, if he update his email address, he has to keep that in mind to enter the latest or the updated email address. Otherwise, if you enter your old email address or the like previous case old mobile number, then the person will not be able to log into the eConnect hereafter.
Yeah, and also, Anuraj, that the most of the companies use this email address to send their dividend warrants and EGM, AGM notices, and also if there are any special messages, right? Then we and the PLC companies use this email address.
Exactly, Hemal. So it is really important thing to have a very updated and accurate email address registered with us. So keep that in mind. The process is the same. So it's a really easy and very unique and the same process we are following here. All if you select, you have to fill all the information mentioned in the box and you have to click the change my email button. Then it will go to the stockbroker. And the next thing is changing NIC and passport details. So in here, the person can select what is the change the investor need to change NIC number, change your passport number, passport to NIC number, and he has to select the correct requirement from the drop down menu. So in here also he has to select the preferred broker and in the first box it will show the existing information, and the bottom box the person has to type the correct NIC passport number correct accurately. So this is the same thing where you elect to change your NIC number, and in here you exist in the first where the box it will show the existing number, and the bottom one you have to type by yourself the correct number, and in here you have to upload a supportive document, either NIC or a valid letter issued by a registrar department of registrars of person, call it DRP department. You can upload here. Once again, you have to upload your clear NIC front and rear view, and you have to select the upload document icon or button. Then it will go to the broker. And in here, if you need to update your passport detail, the process is same. You have to fill all the information as mentioned here. It's a simple and straightforward thing, not any difficult application we are giving you. And here also you have to upload the relevant supporting document. Here we are asking both of your new passport and old passport detail photograph. Then if there are any other important documents, you can upload it here, and then you can click change my NIC passport number. It's the same thing if you want to. Earlier, you in case if somebody used passport and now he wants to change it to NIC number, then he can select the type as passport to NIC number, and the person can fill all the information mentioned here and upload the supporting document. So this is another important thing. So updating tax identification number. So you can select the tax that we call it TIN number. So you can select the tax identification number, and if somebody has not given a TIN number when he or she opening a CDS account, they also can update the information using this number. So it's a very straightforward thing. Like earlier ones, you have to select your preferred broker and click change my TIN number icon. Then it will direct to a preferred broker and they will do the initial checking. And once they give their authorization, this will come to our end, CDS end, and then we will update our system. So like everybody said, this is a very convenient system compared to where we were using a couple of years back. So nobody has to meet or inform their brokers physically or by giving them a telephone call or contact. So using his mobile phone, they can update any of their information without contacting anyone. So we are asking you to use this facility because there are so many other things in our pipeline. So in order to do those things, it is important to have updated information of you have in our databases. So that's the end of our presentation. So if you have any questions,
Just to add for the TIN
Yeah.
number here, Mal, because we haven't, it is not a mandatory field when you're submitting an application. However, with the current tax regulations in the country, it would be very convenient for the account holders to have their TIN numbers updated, because when it comes to tax filing requirements, especially not for cash dividends maybe, but especially for debentures, we have come up with certain requests where they want the warrant to have that particular account holder's TIN number included in addition to the issuer's TIN number. So we have actually now normalized to include the TIN number of the issuer. However, if you want your TIN numbers to be included in the warrants, we have to urge you to update your CDS accounts with the TIN number.
Thank you, Inga. Now we will move to the Q&A sessions. Our objective of today's discussion is to give details about the registration process of the eConnect and the master file changes. If you have any questions, as I mentioned earlier, you can use the raise hand option, right? Then we will allow the microphone to talk. The purpose of these sessions is to interact with our stakeholders, and we have scheduled to do it in once a month. To talk to our stakeholders, they can directly speak to the CDS officers, management, and they can ask their questions from them. Okay, Nadira, it's with regard to the transfers. When the transfer share to another stockbroker, do we need to inform it to the previous broker?
Once you submit the request, transfer request to the CDS eConnect, it actually the request is directed to the previous broker. Once they approve, only it will move to the new broker. So that's how it happens. So everyone is linked. Every broker is linked. So anyway, what used to be the physical documentation process was to hand over it to the new broker. New broker will get the certification authorization from the existing previous broker, and then it will come to the new broker, and new broker will hand it over to the CDS. So we have now simplified the process where once you enter the request, it will go to the previous broker as well as the current broker. Once the previous broker approves it, it will move to the current, new broker. So very easy, very simple.
Yeah, it's another feature in our CDS eConnect, another service solution for you. Actually, today, as I mentioned, today we discuss about the registration process and the master file changes, and we are planning to schedule another session to discuss other service solutions available in the CDS eConnect. Yeah, there's another question. How long it will take to update the master file changes? I think we answered this question. If the documents are in order, your correspondence documents are in order, CDS will process it within a day.
The approval process is like once you submit the request, it actually goes to your registered stockbroker you select. So that stockbroker will process it within a day. It used to be like, it goes to the CDS and, you have to write the request and you have to hand it over to the broker, and then broker has to do the certification and then uh, forward it to the CDS. Now it should not happen now. Now the process has been curtailed where once the broker approves, it will go to the system. The change will happen just like that. So no need to, we don't need to spend more and more time. Within 1 day it can happen.
Yeah, if you have questions, you can use the raise hand option, and we will allow the microphone to speak. Yeah, I think there's no more questions. Then we will wind up the session. Thank you for your participation. If you need any further details, information with regard to the eConnect, actually not only for the eConnect, for other CDS services as well, you can speak to our hotline. CDS hotline number is node 112 356 444, node 112 356 444. During the weekdays from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, this hotline is available. If there is anything you need to clarify from the CDS officers, you can speak to this hotline number. We are here to facilitate for you. Once again, I would like to thank you all your participation for this session. This is fourth session we conducted on the CDS services. And also, finally, I would ask Nalin if you have anything to share with our audience.
I'm okay, Hemal. I think you all covered everything. If they only thing is they need a little bit of guidance, I think for that also you all have shared all the details, contact details, and all that for them to contact us, and also they can contact the respective broker as well. I don't know how many are there participants registered with brokers and maintaining accounts, etc. So, so I would suggest that that they contact the broker if they have an account. The broker also can do the guidance, but in case if they wanted to consult us directly, that also can be done. I think I heard that you are sharing the direct line of hotline of the CDs. I think that's okay. So that's all from me, Heman.
Right. Okay. We will conclude the session. Thank you and have a nice day.